Yes. Executive producer Azariah Milan Cartagena. Welcome back to the biggest in the land, the place that been informing you, been talking to you about the things you need to hear. Pretty Lou is in the check-in. Hot freestyle on the check-in. And so you know how this goes. We've been doing this a year consistent. Consistency is key. I don't know about you, UFC Mark, what's good? I don't know about you, but any restaurant I pass anywhere in the world and it's ram-packed with a line waiting outside, chances are the food is good. And so that's how I go to restaurants. Where I see the cheese lines, I be like, yo, I gotta go there because they good. And then you find out what's the thing that's the best there. So, you know, that's what we do a year straight. The biggest and the best in the game. We talk about the realest shit that's going on. Consistently. Consistency is king. Lindy Official, what's good, my brother? And so much to talk to you about tonight. I'm going to start off locally and then end up to what's really going on, right? And so locally, for the past 2 days, I've been watching the news in Miami. It's a little kid, 12 years old, that was kidnapped, raped, and shot in his face. The guy who did it got caught. I already knew he was going to get caught because it was a Latino dude with curly hair in an all-black neighborhood. They had to know who he was. He looked like the devil himself. He looked like the face of evil. He needs to die. Okay? And that's always been my stance. And I'm not taking it back. You rape little kids, you should die. Fast, though. Fast. You need to die. Period. I know that's right. And so, it's tough out here, man. It's tough out here. 550,000 people died of corona. This year is the U.S.'s deadliest year ever, more than World War II, World War I. And so they try to do like a fake research in China, and they couldn't get to it, to the labs and all that. So the WHO says they do not believe that it went from animal to person, bat to person. They said it was made in a lab. Very controversial because the World Health Organization really comes out so strong and so controversial because it's the World Organization, because you know they cool with China, they cool with the United States, they cool with Russia, everybody. So something to truly watch. In any case, 27 states, corona has been going up. It's because people think you're getting the vaccine, or some other people getting the vaccine. Dominic, what's up? My brother Dominic, y'all know him, very famous actor, man. Good brother, man. And so, 27 states, it's up. I know it's definitely up in Miami. They are out here legendary. And not just the spring breakers. Not just the urban side of it. I mean, you know, sometime between us, we gotta, our people gotta know how to act. They gotta know how to behave. And the reason why I don't really dwell too much on that is because I I would have did the same shit if I was 18 years old or 19 years old. And so this is why I don't really criticize the youth and them. Because I would have did the same shit. But if your family, somebody, your little nephew, your cousin, your son is out there wilding in South Beach, you need to call them, man, and talk to them. You need to talk to them. Something I really don't know a lot about. I've been trying to gather it because maybe I have fell for the okie doke or fell for the hype. But, you know, I've always liked Joe Biden. I told you I voted for him. I couldn't deal with Trump. But there's something very big going down in the border. And so the things I was criticizing Donald Trump for, it's looking like deja vu down there. Now, I don't know why. No, I keep it real. You heard that? And so I don't, you know, I'll keep it a buck. And so kids down at the border looking like they in jails and shit. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why kids are coming in, 15,000 kids without their parents. I don't know what's the play. I don't know. Do the kid get in first and then they got to request the parent? Or is the parent here already somewhere? Undocumented. The kid comes in and maybe they meet up with their family. I don't have the answer. But what I do know is if you're going to give amnesty or let these kids into our country, they do not need to be in jail-like conditions. And so, anybody out there who really knows, not a fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know, yesterday I was looking at my email. I answered the email. It was a fucking lunatic telling me he always wanted to meet Rihanna. How can he's a lunatic? And so, you know, not a nincompuff. You know, somebody who really knows what the fuck going on. Down at the border. And you know how I am. If you're an immigrant, if you're a citizen, if you're whatever, we all in this together as human beings. And so, that's crazy. And you know, so I get up here, and I tell you all the time, Sriracha, much finer vodka. New summertime flavor. And tomorrow I'm gonna, you know, they told me the yacht has Wi-Fi in it, 24-hour Wi-Fi. And so, huh? And that's what they're saying.
Okay.
Oh no, well I'm doing the show from the boat because
I'm not helping you. Be clear.
Well, I cannot stop the show. We can't go on vacation every week. Edgar Balanga, what's up, brother? There's people watching every day, 8 o'clock. Work hard. They tune in. This is their show. We can't just go on vacation every week and just say no more show. We'll go on vacation and do the show, but we can't.
For the people, by the people, we got the show must go on.
Show must go on, man. We got something here. Consistency's key. You don't want to work. You just want to be rich. You want to live a life. Exire, Azariah, Malone, Cartagena. Yeah, I'm going to go jet skiing and everything, but it's 8 o'clock at night. All you got to do is play a song. All right, listen, man. We on. And so, shout out to the Aronsons. We're going with our good friends, the Aronsons. And I'm going to get some sun on my bun. So by next week, I look like, you know, the eyes will really be like Eric Sherman's. And so, but I'm going to report live from the biggest boat in the game. And Hopefully it's still some daytime so I can show you what we're doing out there.
Sunsets.
Sunsets, you know, the Peloton on the boat. You know, I'm all about living the life. I don't shy away from it. I don't lie to you guys. I keep telling y'all, last night you heard me go into a real spiritual, a mental healing. Trying to motivate you guys to live a life. I'm going to live a life till the wheels fall off. Inshallah, God willing, whatever you want to do, it is what it is. That's what I want. That's what I live for. And so hopefully the Wi-Fi is there like that. You know what I'm gonna get to? The Stimmies is legendary back. People are. So what do you do with your Stimmies? Do you pay your bills? Like the Stimmies, I think the Stimmies is to help your rent. You ain't pay your rent or get food or pay the light bill or that's what I think it's for. But if you're from the hood, the Stimmies is to get dipped fresh, buy some sneakers at Up NYC, 158th Broadway, 207 Dykeman, coming soon in the Bronx. And so, you know, I see a lot of charter boats out my window in Miami. I know that's right. Now, is that 6 or 7 people who caught the Stimmies who's chipping in for the boat? And so, I mean, live your life. I want you to live a life. I want you to live a life. Somebody let me know. I got to get somebody real that really knows what's going on at the border. If I had to get somebody like Jumaane Williams, or I got to get Hakeem Jeffries, or I got to get Carl Hastings, somebody, or maybe Ruben Diaz might know, but he's in the Bronx, right? My brother. Drummond to start tomorrow for the Lakers.
Yes.
Tomorrow?
Speak on it, God.
Tomorrow, Drummond to start. Your rich
God
player,
crack
God.
Speak on it,
The
God.
God crack him.
I am the God crack kid. Don't ever get it. Don't ever.
Been born, Lord.
I am the God crack kid.
God-
Don't do that to
the
yourself.
God rich
Or maybe Julian Castro. You right. I need him. Or what's the guy that looked like a Kennedy but he ain't win? What's the guy that the politician? He looks like he could win, but he ain't win at all. But he looks like a Kennedy, he got that face. Damn, from out there in Texas.
Buttigieg?
No, Buttigieg was in Middle America. But something like that. Damn, I forgot the guy's name. And so, Stimmies is back. I checked in. New York City street basketball. They're getting a little resistance from the city. Of course, COVID. But y'all Ro Parrish. And so, our NBA friend, correspondent, Ro Parrish is in the building. And so, in the street parks, they're telling them they could only have 100 people in the stands.
John Kerry.
No, that's not him. No, it's a young boy, and Beto. No, definitely not Ted Cruz. Ain't coming on this shit. But Beto, what was his name? Beto? Beto O'Rourke. Beto O'Rourke. I gotta find Beto O'Rourke.
Tell Bill Blast thanks for the fake.
And Bill Blast, thank you for the fake info, okay? And so, you know, we got ghetto correspondent. This shit ghetto. This is a moms and pop show. My daughter's executive producer. Rich Play the God is breakdancing in the background. Beto O'Rourke. Rich Play the God is breakdancing in the background. There ain't nothing professional about this shit.
Family affair.
And so, I'm gonna try within my power to get in touch with Beto O'Rourke. This week I'm trying to have Attorney Benjamin Crump on here so we could get to it. And really go deep into the George Floyd trial. It's resembling a whole lot like the Rodney King trial. Those of you who's old enough to know what happened to Rodney King, we don't want it like that. But they're trying to blame him, George Floyd. He might have been high, that's why, and so Benjamin Crump, legendary lawyer, would love to find out that inside. That's what we do at the Big Joe, the Fat Joe show, is we get inside. Yo, Ro Parrish. I see so. Hold on, let me see, Ro. We definitely don't want Roxy. No. Well, Roxy comes up. She said she beat me at the Rucker. Emphatically
After the Rucker was over.
Emphatically non-site. Ro Parrish.
Yo, you called me on my off night. What's good, though?
Nah, man. You always got a tuxedo on right now. You got the do-rag. You working on the waves and all that.
All that, what I'm saying? Got to keep it hood one time. What's good, though?
It is the Derek Chauvin trial, which you understand is based on the killing of George Floyd. Now, Ro Parrish.
Yo.
Drummond to the Lakers.
Yep.
He starts tomorrow night.
No walk.
How important was that move, or do you think it changes anything?
I'm going to say this. Early on, we ain't going to see any big changes. He's going to help them out, but when it comes time to the playoffs, when you got a big body like him in the middle, next to a healthy AD, next to a healthy LeBron, when you go up against that Utah team, they got the Gobert in the middle. When you go against the big Joker in Denver, that's going to help them out tremendously and put them in a good position.
Yo, Ro Parrish, listen, bro. I hear what you're saying. It's God's doing that it's Brooklyn Nets and the Lakers. It's nothing you can do. If you was at the Rucker, I would have told you at the beginning of the year, the season of the blackout, Fat Joe and Jay-Z's team is going to play. It's the Lakers and it's the Brooklyn Nets. We can do whatever. We can make it exciting. We can do whatever. But at the end of the day, it's the Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets. Utah's balling their ass off, but we know what it is, right?
No question.
And so they got Drummond. They got Schroeder. They got my man, I can never say his name right, Therese. I love this guy, too. Sixth man of the year. No. I love this guy. He bought that life.
No doubt.
Now, KD's a bit of a loose cannon, right? And so I think he used a trick that was invented in hip hop. So when Eminem was on 8 Mile, he knew they was going to talk about his girlfriend sleeping. So he told jokes on himself and eliminated. So KD knows they're stocked up. They know they went and got Blake Griffin. They know they went and got Aldridge.
Right.
They got KD, they got Harding, they got Kyrie. I mean,
they loaded.
Technically not fair what's going on. But, so he tried to divert it. Like, look, everybody want to go play for the Lakers. Everybody, I mean.
Listen, this is the thing that people aren't paying attention to. So between KD, James Harden, Kyrie, Blake, and LaMarcus, they got 40 all-star appearances between them four. But here's the kicker. You got Blake and LaMarcus, they playing for pennies right now. You know what I'm saying? They got bought out, so they came over to Brooklyn. And, they probably could be making a lot more money, but Brooklyn gets them for the low, and they still hella talented. And if they're healthy, I don't see any team stopping them from winning the championship. If they're healthy, if they're all healthy.
Well, they're going to be healthy, right? And Aldridge, disappointment throughout his whole career to me because he was supposed to be an elite player. Very, very good player, very good career, but he could have been one of the greats. And I never knew why he never became one of the greats because I was cheering for him. Now, Blake is the only player that was explosive, like Amari style. Anybody that was like Blake Griffin, knees blew out at one point. Like it just dunking on you every game. He's the first one to adjust and get an outside shot, get a dribble. Very dangerous player, Blake Griffin. Especially when he's not the focus point. And
Right.
you got KD coming, very, very dangerous. I'm telling you right now, I'm scared to say it because I'm not a Brooklyn fan, but he might be. He might get that one shot off where they doubling everybody else, boom, to win it all.
No
I
question.
believe in Blake Griffin.
Hey, let me say this about Blake. This is who he reminds me of, and you'll be familiar with this. So you talked about him having the knee issues, right? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't necessarily jump like he used to. He can still get up. But remember when Larry Johnson came from Charlotte and he was jumping over everybody, and he came to the Knicks and he played extremely well, knocking down that big shot, that 4-point play, throw it up. So that's
I was at that game.
Hey, that game was
No,
crazy.
no. I'm a huge fan of Blake Griffin and how he was able to make his career last, because it's unfortunate in sports. Basically, these athletes get paid to get hurt. That's it.
Right.
You're going up against 7-foot cock diesel dudes every day. You're falling on your shin bone, on your spine, like, bro. And so you're getting paid to get hurt, right?
Right.
And so Blake figured it out. He was smart. He adjusted. Said, let me play smart and my career lasts. He's vital. So you basically told me, and I ain't gonna lie, Ro Parrish, you know I love you. You're my brother. We talk all the time. I think you're a bit of a Laker hater on the low. I'm just gonna, I gotta say it because you never went to Lakers. Never. But it's okay. You started off political, and then you said Brooklyn's gonna take it. So if they're all healthy, you see Brooklyn taking it.
They got too much firepower. And just for the record, I'm not a Laker hater. Shouts out to Frank Vogel. Like, check this. Frank Vogel, Jason Kidd, and my man Lionel Hollins, they all came through the network, and they was on with us right before they got on with the Lakers. So I root for all them guys. I want to see them win. But everybody always roots for the Lakers. Everybody says, oh, the Lakers is going to win. I just try to be objective about it, you know?
Now, let me tell you something. They can say what they want to say, Ro Parrish, about Fat Joe. They can do what they... But I say stuff, and it happens. Zion is giving guys the business. Woo! The Zion era has taken form. Tell me about this guy. He is now the point guard. Now, he is doing them disgusting. And Rich Player's a hater. He did not believe in my guy Zion. I am on the Zion bandwagon. And so what happens is when the Knicks don't make the playoffs, if they don't, which I do love my Knicks, and I do believe we're making the playoffs this year, I believe it. But in years past, when they don't make the playoffs, I got to root for somebody. I root for LeBron James on any team he's on. Because I love who he is as a person, how he stands up for the community, how he opened the school for the underprivileged kids. I just love him as a family man. I love him, right? But, you know, when LeBron got it, he leaving. He's going to retire sooner or later. It's going to be a horrible day in basketball because we taking him for granted all these years. And Zion is going to take over. And so what's up with the league is you could be...
You got Zion,
Zion,
Luka.
Not Joker. I'm going to tell you why. Joker's an incredible player. No. It's like boxing. We love Floyd Mayweather, you know, because he's suave and he's nice. But we loved Mike Tyson when he was knocking people through the ropes. So we like to see blood, knockout blows. And Zion comes on, that's must-see TV. He's knocking somebody out on that basketball court. The Joker is incredible. He's elusive. He can pass from anywhere. He got eyes behind his head. He can spin. He's like a slinky. I love the Joker. He ain't Zion. Yo, bro. So that's it. The Nets in the chip. That's what you thinking.
I used to like Ro Parrish.
Yo, listen, the next two dudes up, I love the Joker, but it's going to be Luka's league. It's going to be Zion's league. They're going to be the faces of the NBA for the next 10, 15 years.
Let me tell you something. This guy, let me tell you something. You ever seen graffiti so perfect that it looks like they used a stencil? When you see this guy write a line, so I watch you go over the Luka games. Man, God couldn't make a better step back three. Like, I mean, it's just, you know what's going to happen, and it goes in. Like, it's just too perfect, too much water, too much, like, I don't know how to explain it to you. This guy is like a video game. Just press play, he back up and shoot it. Now, of course, we've seen bigger clutch shots like Dame Dollar or Curry. But when I say informed, this guy, textbook, woman, and it's
Dame is nice. Dame is nice.
Oh, no, Davis. Man, Donovan Mitchell, we got great players in the league. It will be the Zion show. We got a little distracted because he got hurt. COVID, he got hurt. But now you're seeing what I seen in Zion from day one.
Right. Day uno.
My brother, yo, Ro.
Been the dude.
Thank you for checking in with me,
day
my brother.
uno, been the dude.
Love, you heard? I, my brother, Love. Ro Parrish. The man, not the myth. You can find him on NBA TV every night. And he's that hip-hop. So he give it to you like we want to hear it. We love everybody, but he talked that. And I tell him it's really the real in the Zion era. Jason Tatum is very talented. But I guess he's like Fat Joe. If you didn't know Fat Joe and you just watched him from across the room, you'd be like, yo, this guy's cocky. He think he's somebody. And so I don't really know Jason Tatum from watching his swag, and I be thinking like, yo, this guy too cocky. This guy's too cocky. And so back to what's really happening. George Floyd. The death of George Floyd and the trial of the killing of George Floyd. And we're talking about Derek Chauvin, whatever the dude's name, disgusting, right? And so when looking at this trial, this has got to be the most craziest scenario for this guy. First of all, the guy, 9 minutes and 24 seconds. If I tried to stand on my knee for 9 minutes and 24 seconds, just normal, not on nobody's neck, no crowd, no nothing, my knees would burst. Okay? So you can't say that intent isn't there, because if you're on somebody's neck for 9 minutes and 24 seconds, it is intentional. And so, child, Steve Rifkin, I'll call him after. And so, when it couldn't happen worse for this cop, Derek Chauvin, it's because Chauvin, man, fuck this dude, man, for real though. But like, so in the people videotaping, there's a white lady who works for the fire department who went to EMT school twice to get her license. This shit, you can't make this up, right? And so if you want to look at this racially, right? And so maybe you're a white juror and you thinking too much Black Lives Matter. Let's just say. But now the witness they bring up is a firewoman, and she's white. And she's telling the dude that she told the cop, "You're killing me. I'm a fire lady. I know CPR. I know this. I know that. You're killing me. Better world peace. What's up, my brother?" And so she's in there and she's saying, "Well, I had to rush there because I noticed," and in the terminology, when he was shaking that response, I knew it was time. I knew that I had to. You cannot make this shit up. So in the crowd, where it wasn't a black and white issue, it's a white lady who her job in life is to help people. And she's sitting there saying, "Sure, let me check his pulse. Oh, he's going into some asphyxiation." And she cries. Tell you something. In a normal, unbiased world, this police officer, Derek Chauvin, is in a world of shit. I have never seen a clean-cut case. I try to sit there and say to myself, if I'm a police lover, if I'm down with it, can I really look at this? And could a police officer somewhere in the world look at this and be like, he's right. He was taught to use that force. Like, could somebody else see it different? And so the 911 caller, she said, "Hey, I'm not a snitch," because you know the 911 caller's down with the police. Dispatcher. And she says, "Something's wrong here." And so she says, "I'm not a snitch, but you know, something's foul here." And so all these pieces, right? I don't see how he wins. And I just don't see how, if this is a fair trial, how the man wins. He stood on his neck. He had no reason. Look, I can't even go over this. I watched the trial all day. Dre came over. He left. He said, "Yo, too depressing. You depressing, Joe." Am I depressing myself watching this all day?
Yeah.
And so this is nuts. And how long is this going to last? 4 weeks? Not guaranteed, but 4 weeks is a month, right?
4 weeks.
Because then they get into experts and they get in this. And you ever seen that movie, just to give you a Conspiracy Joe? You ever seen that movie? I believe it was called Sleepers, where they killed the priest that was raping the kids, and then the prosecutor grew up with them, and this, like, I want to trust this prosecutor. I've never trusted a prosecutor in my life, right? But I want to trust the prosecutor and say, I just want to know, why would we got these witnesses? And I believe it because in music, I believe the first scene of a movie, the first words of a song should be explosive, right? And so I get it that they put in these, you know, live testimonies from these witnesses first, but now they come with the forensic people and all that to bore it up. It gets boring. Maybe you've been there for a whole month. You forgot what the lady said. At the beginning, it was so compelling that, oh my God, they killed him. I could tell they were killing him. You know, this is what people were saying. And so do you close the show with this testimony and start it off with the boring stuff first, and then freshly in the minds of the jury, them hearing and seeing the firewoman and the little girl. Little girl was up there underage. They couldn't show her. She was like, you know, I knew they were killing him. I was failing him. And so this was powerful stuff. So I'm curious to see what these people, what's the game plan, right? And so I don't know. And so, you know, I'm not First 48 Joe or nothing. I'm just telling you what it is. And that's what I believe. And we got a show here for the people. We got a show here for the community. And we got to talk about the real shit. It's simple. This is about the culture. And hip-hop has always been the CNN of the streets, the voice of the voiceless, the voice of the oppressed people. Meaning, I remember when I was young and the cops would lock me up, I turned around and tell the projects, yo, call my lawyer. Tell my moms, get my lawyer, knowing damn well I didn't have no lawyer money. I had no lawyer. And for saying that, the cop would smack me on my head. He'd go, fuck out of here. You ain't got no lawyer. Throw me in the car. So when I talk for them. Roxy. Cheater. Welcome to the show, Roxy. Cheater. Welcome to the show. And so, Joseph, you could see, right, because you listen, you don't even know. You know, these guys, you know, artists, celebrities, they don't pick a side. You ever notice they never pick a side? They stay politically right. If you stay politically right, you get to the bigger bag. Don't say nothing. And so that's never been me. I've always been about the people. I've always been about the culture. And so we never, you know, the culture has lost sight of the culture. Try that one. And so when hip hop started, you know, I told this story all the time. When you see the Black Sheep video, Engine, number 9, on that New York, man, when that train comes off the track, to pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I'm in the video, jumping up and down. Look at all them videos, D&D, Diamond D's, this one. I'm in the video. It was never competition. It was always for the culture. Money gets involved, people act different. Egos get in the way, pride gets in the way. And so with artists, for those of you artists out there, right, upcoming artists, yo, Rich, you're not snoring. You're not snoring. No, you're not doing that. But yesterday you was trying to fight. Now you're trying to snore. Yo, Bill Blast, Tito Mafia. Yo, get this. Yo, Willis Flynn's mom, Cypress. Man, yo, give him the bit, yo, Daddy Yankee. Yo, give this guy the business.
I'm watching the #1 team in the country, Gonzaga. Ain't no one beating these guys.
Jesse K. And so, unbelievable, right? Michael Mack, get your man Rich Player off the couch. And so, what I was talking about. Tell me, remind me what I was talking about. No, because you started, like, come on, it's disrespect to the culture, man. I was really talking some culture shit right here. Like, shout out to the Hip Hop Museum in the Bronx. Ruben Diaz has briefed me all about it. I'll be supporting the Hip Hop Museum in the Bronx. Located in the Bronx is going to be the professional hip hop museum.
The place to be.
The place to be. You know, I'm gonna support that 1,000,000%. But it's always about the culture, and that's what we're doing here. Whether it's the most popular thing to do or it's not, you know, we gotta talk the truth. You know, and the COVID is out here. The COVID is real. COVID's out here. The COVID is real. And so we see everybody getting the vaccine and this and that. So we starting to think, let's come outside. It's a little warmer, sunshine, the light. It's #6 in America. Rhythmic charts. Let's come outside and barbecue. But you got to do it safe. I'll do it safe. Social distance. So everybody's out there with the COVID. 27 states is spread to. Bro, we almost at the finish line and y'all want to get it now? Be careful. Be careful. And you know what I noticed, man, about hip-hop, man, or just about me is I want to be forever young. And no, I want to be forever young. And so I know sometimes I look on my Instagram, my pictures, little Fendi bucket hat, me like, and I'm like, damn, Joe, man, you know, guys, man, you know, this guy's your age rocking bell bottoms. Not because they ain't got, oh, she's crazy. Not because they ain't got money. This guy's with money. You ever see a guy with a lot of money and their wife got Birkin bags and they fly, but these guys got bell bottoms and Christian Dior shirts on? Like, yo, their wife don't know what's up. They should be telling them, like, yo, you looking like a cornball, bro. Like, you gotta step the shit up. And you know, sometimes I get wavy on them, Balenciaga, Bauman. You know, Joe, I'm about that shit. I'm about that gear, about that life. And then I get a couple of DMs where they be like, yo, dress your age. I'm like, damn, what's that? Bell bottoms and a 10X hoodie? Like, shout out my brother Wheato. I remember my brother Wheato came home from the feds and he ain't want to wear. I was like, yo, Wheato, it ain't 10X hoodie no more. He did 10 years. He was like, nah, man, you crazy. He went to jail with Allen Iverson, was killing and had the baggy. And he was like, yo, and I fought him. I was at the store with him like, yo, you bugging out, Wheato. You got to get St. John's, my brother Wheato. I love you, Wheato. Probably one of the greatest softball players I ever known in my life. Good guy. But he wanted that 4X. And so they be like, 10X hoodie, I'm serious, man. And so they get mad at you and they be like, yo, you wavy as shit. You got some Dolce & Gabbana sky blue and white jeans suit. Yo, Pat Poose, where he snuck in on here, the big show. Pat Poose, my brother. And check out Wendy Williams tomorrow. Remy Ma on Wendy Williams tomorrow. Shout out Wendy Williams. Friend of the show. Mr. Mauricio, how you doing, my brother? God bless you and your son. And this is a home, man, for everybody, man. They come through, they pull up. Yo, what's good, y'all? You know, out of nowhere, Tyrese would be saying, yo, what up, Joe Crack? It's really crazy.
You know, that's right.
You know that's right. And you know I love money. No, because I'm saying it's like, and so what happened to a lot of our rappers that we really, really love, and I love, and from the era I come from and before it, was they never wanted to adjust. Shout out G-Spin. DJ G-Spin, Big Boss, Boston, and B-Dot. He said 50 years old ain't the same from the 50s and 60s. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. What I can tell you is that I go to New York. It gives me an excuse to throw a chinchilla on. I'll throw a sky blue one on or a regular chinchilla motorcycle, something. I'm getting drippy. And so I know sometimes it look like, damn, this guy won't admit he's older. But I love being wavy. And I get mad when I see some of my peers, some of the people I look up to, won't move on from that era. And musically, some of them, you know, and so music changes. And so what I try to do is represent Fat Joe with the sound of today. And that's what I've always done. And they got mad at me when I did Make It Rain and it sold 4 million records. But I went around the whole country. I went on a tour around the whole country. I want to say it was a Bud Light tour. It was in every city, it was me and the #1 basketball player in every city. It was like 15 cities. So I remember at the time I was going, it was me, Rudy Gay, me, Zach Randall, wherever I went. Everywhere I went, they were playing trap music. No East Coast sounding New York music. And I remember I ended up in Memphis. I think that's when Zach Randolph played for Memphis, so it was me and him hosting. And what's my man? I think it was A-Bay. I think it was DJ A-Bay. And all night he played what everybody else was playing. And we was in the South. So he played South shit all day. And I seen a chubby girl, and she stood by the speaker. She was just bouncing Dirty South, you know, to the speaker all night long. And I kept watching this girl, sitting there the whole night noticing that they was not playing no New York music in none of the places, none of the states I went to in 15 years, in 15 states. I'm looking at this woman the whole night dance, right? Long story short, at the end of the night, the DJ says, let me take it back. Let me throw it back. And he plays the Rock Villains in the Building tonight. Oh, what I'm feeling right, the Jay-Z song. The thing was, that record was really just came out. It was current. And they had been playing this Dirty South trap music bounce so much that even the New York sounding shit, they were saying, let me throw a throwback on. This is crazy. So I fly into Miami and I go to Scott Storch. I tell him, yo, we're going to make a Dirty South track. He gets mad at me. He says, you digging in the crates, you New York, you bugging out, you this, that. I'm like, no, bro. If we do anything else, we ain't getting no play. Listen to me. So he starts doing the music and the drums, and I start thinking of the girl that was dancing in front of the speaker. And while he was doing the drums and kept doing the drums, trying to get the right thing, I was looking at her. And then he finally put the drums where she was dancing by the speaker. And I was like, she's dancing, she's dancing. He thought I was crazy. But I saw her dancing to the beat, right? And so that's how we came up with Make It Rain. But it's always been about being myself, but adjusting to where music has gone. And then some artists feel like we're not gonna adjust. We're gonna keep it the true to what we do with it. And then you be like, damn, what happened to that guy? I never hear him no more. Or like, I wish my rapper was my favorite rapper was bringing it. And so I've always learned how to adjust. Now, have we lost some culture? Yes, a lot of culture, to where it's more like people are doing this for fame or money, not preserving the hip hop culture. And that's why when we see somebody like Kendrick Lamar, Rhapsody, or YB, what's my man? Corday that spits. J. Cole, we got to salute them. Because they did their history and they understood the culture. And we got to say, all right, young man, we want you to fly. And thank you for making it real and making good music. And so it ain't really even the people's fault. Is the record labels go, what's streaming? And it could be Google Gaga. And if the shit got the numbers, that is where they're going to focus on and make it a hit and make that person a star. And I know you've seen some people become successful where you like, holy shit, Jesus Christ. And you can't believe what's going on. You're sitting there like, Jesus Christ, like this cannot be happening, right? But it's about the money. And that's what it is. And then some artists, you got to say to yourself, what makes you happy, right? And so you tell some artists what makes you happy. So it's true to being true to yourself. I don't think Lauryn Hill likes the industry. And so she's Queen Lauryn Hill, the greatest of all time, and she does what she want to do. And then, you got other artists that keep it real to what they want to do. And I think that's how true artist is. That's how true culture is. Everybody want that white van talk. I can't tell you. I'm shooting blanks right now for the white van. It's a lot of them, though.
Stay in the light.
I stay in the light. In the summertime, Ciroc. These guys want to get me in trouble bad. You guys want to get me in trouble bad. And so, you love it, man. You guys love this shit. And I'm just trying to be in the light, be positive, guys. Come entertain you every night for a little hour, some change. Make you smile on your face. See somebody you known for over 25 years who's doing pretty good, but still with you. DNA-wise, still with you. Thinks like you, talk to you, bring you the biggest in the game. Oh, I like Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch, my favorite young guy. Simple as that. And I'm going to tell you something that's crazy, is I embrace all the youth, but I seen him the other night in Khaled's studio, and I walked in and I hugged him. And I said, you the best, man. I love you. You're the best. And I love a kid that's humble. And I don't criticize nobody. Every time I'm in the studio with these young kids, they high as hell. They drinking all type of shit. This guy's straight up, clean cut, very respectable, very talented. And I love that. And I tell you the truth, if I was about getting high and being drunk every minute of the day and all that, I'd be dead broke right now. Because this life is it's not easy, man. And so much shit come at you. And you gotta duck and weave and adjust the shit, and everybody trying to knock you. What the fuck you doing to bother anybody? And they just coming at you trying to knock you off your shit and distract you.
Right.
And you working, you taking care of your family, but this game is like that. And so if I was high, and fucked up all the time, I wouldn't know how to deal with these things. People trying to take advantage of you. People trying to take advantage of you. Take things. Yeah, this pressure bust pipes. A lot of these guys go crazy. Like literally crazy. Angelica Villa on the check-in. I see you working out. I see that six-pack. Keep that shit going. You know what I'm saying? Because we coming with new music soon. Angelica Villa, you know if I tell you, it's real. And so, no, you guys like trouble, man. I'll stay in the light. See you tomorrow night. Hopefully they got the greatest Wi-Fi on that colossal boat. I might come on this week, like Thursday and Friday. I might come on early, just so you could experience
The sunset.
not sunset, just what I experience. You know, I like to give it to you, man. I don't like to hide it from you. I want y'all to enjoy the lifestyle as well. And so I might do that. So you saying tomorrow
We fly out of here at 7 p.m. So.
That's a tough one.
We're on vacation. Don't rush us.
We on vacation, yo, but you go on vacation every week.
Fly, then go on a small boat to the. So it's don't rush us when you're late. So.
We might be late tomorrow a little bit, but I'm saying Thursday and Friday. Matter of fact, we're gonna do this. If the plane is too late, I might. Don't worry, it might be a little late tomorrow. Don't listen to nobody but me. Okay? Because I'm gonna make it happen for y'all. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. We so blessed. Timbaland the King. Timbaland the King, that verses, that, hold on, let me see Timbo right quick, even though it's late. Let's see if Timbo will come on, and because it's insanity. Timbo the King.
Get the yacht out.
Get the yard out.
Get the plane ready. Where y'all going? I'm coming.
Get the plane ready. Get the yacht out. Well, we're going Bahamas, but we're going real south. It's a Georgetown Island, and every day we waking up in a different island on a yacht. You know we blessed, man. What you shout out to
Well, God dang, man, I need to hook up. I was trying to go somewhere to watch the verses on the water.
So come with us. You know you're welcome, Timbo. 1,000,000%. I'm telling you now in front of the whole world, you are beyond welcome to come.
Okay.
Get your swimming trunks. Let's go.
Hey, I'm gonna call you offline, bro.
For real though.
Cause I was coming. I was trying to plan some for the weekend.
Come out. I swear to God.
I'm gonna get the information. I'm gonna get the jet. Cause Rain wanted to
Get
go.
on the big boy. This shit big, man. Jacuzzi on top, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Timbo, I'm serious though. That's my word.
I know.
But let me,
Look, Khaled,
let me-
Khaled, and you know what I'm saying?
let's bring the yard out.
Exactly.
Yo, Timbo, this versus has potential of being the best versus ever. Well, if you're an old head like me,
Yeah.
tell me about it. What's the anticipation? Who's going against who? And I know it's a celebration, so you never lean towards nobody, but who you think is got this?
So look, so you know you got Steve Harvey there, so he gonna keep it. He gonna keep it all the way.
Steve Harvey? Oh, wait a minute, I didn't hear that.
Yes, Steve Harvey hosted it.
Music by D Nice?
Music by D Nice.
And Steve Harvey's the host.
Yes.
Oh man, Timbo, y'all acting up. I didn't even think about D Nice. I didn't think, which is amazing. It's another level. But just the Isley brothers, man. This gonna be legend. I mean, you had some incredible ones. All of them were incredible. on all different levels. Which is the most watched one to this day?
The most watched one might have been, damn, it might have been Gucci and Jeezy.
Yeah, I thought it was Ashanti and Keisha, but Gucci and
well, you know what? I
Jeezy's
think
the
they
most.
were close. They was neck and neck, I believe. They was neck and neck. They was neck and
Yeah,
neck.
but you want to know why? You know, we take everything for granted. You did do Gucci and Jeezy. That versus right there, it's got to be the biggest ever because it's like it wasn't supposed to happen, and that was
wasn't.
culture, and that's what I'm talking about. When you really, really do it for the culture, and you really, really do it for the people, you know, that's what counts the most. Because we come up at a time where collaboration was king, when it was all about the culture, and now it seems like it's all about a quick buck and less culture. But the whole versus thing is about culture.
That's what we're about. We got to keep it alive because I feel like everything is all over the place right now. You know, got to get some balance in there. Got to keep a little balance in there.
You got to, man. And what you're doing is amazing. What D Nice is doing is amazing. And we got to keep repping the culture, man. You know what I'm saying? It's showing them, at least we showing the youth that it's possible. That when their time comes, they could do something like this.
Yes. You know what? I was telling somebody, I was talking today about you, Joe. I said, see, I hope what people watch about you in the biggest show, the big show, is big. Exactly, all of that, all that, right? So it's your consistency, and I try to tell the young people, like, look at Joe. He go up there every day to talk to the people. Like, it's not about just the show. It's the commitment. It's the perseverance from our culture, from our generation, to show you how we stick with something. When we say we're going to do something, we do it. And you seeing this in real time of what you put in. Like, people don't understand this, talking to you, giving this information, bringing these doctors, helping the coach out for this people that's unsure about vaccines and all that. Like, that's called legendary.
Yo, Tim, I love you. Call me later off the thing, for real, seriously. We would love to have you.
Okay.
All right, my brother, I love you.
Love.
Bye-bye, my brother. Man, one of the greatest guys in the world, Timbaland, the king. Him and Swiss put together the versus biggest thing in the pandemic. And he's my brother. And you know what's crazy is we had a birthday call a couple of weeks ago. And everybody, I don't want to name drop, but everybody was on that Zoom. We surprised Timbaland, and I said to him, you know, when I ain't know you, I always wanted to be your friend. And Timbaland's such a cool guy that all I ever wanted to be was his friend. And I love what they doing with the verses, what they doing for the people. This Sunday it goes down, legendary. And I'm hoping my brother will come hang out with us. Peace, y'all. This is the biggest show, the Joe Crack Show. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. Meaning, if you're going through a tough time and your friends and your family ain't there for you, when things get better, don't lie to yourself and have them around you. Number 2 is put God first in good times and bad times. Keep it consistent with God. And a lot of times we think, oh, God, this is a... No, it's only a lesson. It's never a failure. It's only a lesson to get you to the next level. Peace, y'all. We the biggest.
That's right.